Okay, guys, we're live right now. We're trying to see if everything's back to normal. Guests online, just talk with us, please.
Yeah,
Sure.
we can hear you just
And-
fine.
Good.
Hopefully, if somebody who's monitoring the stream, just if they can let us know if they're hearing everybody at a normal volume.
You want me to pull it up on my phone?
I've
got it
mute your mic first, whoever does
Yeah,
it.
I can do it. I can
I've
hear
got it through a separate system.
I'm about Facebook, but YouTube's good.
And check music, if music's okay, too.
It's working perfectly.
Okay. Thomas, we good? Nick, we good? Okay. Okay, we are back. Man, that was rough. It's like the old days.
That was, we haven't had one like that in a long time.
Yeah, you know what?
Terrible
You gotta get it in.
Yeah.
It's like leg day. You can't skip it. Okay, so we are back right now, guys. We're back, and people are flooding back in. Welcome. We temporarily we had to jank our own system to get it to work to do this. So this will be the last version of this system until we completely fix it. But we're going to be good for today, and time for more adventuring. So, Richard, your adventure is done for today. You have done what you could. Drink your coffee because it's the only thing you can do right now.
How much else I can do? I'm floating in space.
Thomas, if you can go full screen on the monitor for us, please. So, guys, welcome back right now. We're going right down to the X-axis to Salvation, where you guys are making your way in. You actually caught up to them after landing yourself, and you guys are outside of the Station Salvation.
We are?
Yes. So last time we did a couple of things, and I told him that in that time he caught up, so you guys are together. You were getting out of your ship, or not. It's up to you.
We were not.
We turned around and go
We
back to
didn't
the
land.
station.
We were heading towards the station last.
Oh, I thought you were not going to do that. I thought you decided to against that because you guys. I
Yes.
pointed up and said looked up, and you guys said no, we're not going to go up there. And then I said okay, so we're probably going to go forward, but you can go up or not.
Yeah, I mean,
up in the sky?
I just remember last we left
No.
off. We
Don't just skip the conversation. I'll just start you from there.
No,
you
we
can
were going
decide now.
straight. We were
It
going
doesn't
towards
matter.
the station.
Irrelevant.
Where do you want to be?
Irrelevant.
Towards
right.
the
Where do
station.
you want to be?
Halt, please. Irrelevant. You guys are in the ship outside Salvation. We're going to take from there, okay? You're in the ship. You see that above there are ships going towards the station. You can now choose whatever you like to do. You're on the ground moving towards the station. What do you guys want to do?
Okay.
Do we see the crystal?
No.
Too far away from that. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm in your head right now.
Yeah, I'm piloting. Can I see how many ships are up there?
You can make a perception check to see.
Okay.
I'm going to say you need 2 R6s to correctly get it.
Let's see. Perception. Okay. Nope.
Good save.
No.
No, you can't tell. You know there's at least a few.
Okay.
Can we try to call on the comms? Call Dell?
All right. That's good. I like it. Let's
Okay.
do that. I could do that right in the suit, right? In
Yes.
Aegis' suit. All right.
So now
So
we're back
I
where you
tried
tried
to
last
radio
week. You try to radio.
to Dell.
Nothing happens.
Nothing. Okay. Okay.
I think the
Let's
question,
go up.
The question is, do we go back to the station, or do we continue what we're intending to do in the sky? You think we can make it back up there to do what? To intervene? I don't know.
Yeah. Any number of ships is going to be, it's going to be a losing battle.
So maybe while they're up there,
You know
we do
what?
what we're gonna do down here.
I agree.
The ship had we had no more energy left on the ship,
Station.
on the station.
Yeah.
It might just be, what are they going to do with it when they're on? They have
Well,
the crystal.
They might get the crystal.
They might get the crystal. What?
Right, but when are they gonna bring the crystal back down
They're
here?
going to bring it down here. So maybe,
Maybe
we
we
can set up in a position down here. The ship's got to come down here anyway.
But
Gotta
then-
come back.
Land.
Maybe we land. Maybe we set up a good spot. Maybe just prep.
No.
Maybe
It's a
figure
shame we
out how to
destroyed the
mount
guns.
cannons.
Yeah. Well, at least they won't be shooting us. All right. I'll take us down towards the asteroid.
Okay, right where Salvation is. Okay, so you guys
Yeah.
land down there. You see that Zaraxel has been making his way, catching up. You guys land it. You open the hatch. You're outside. You're outside in the asteroid and outside of Salvation. Here is that picture once again. So you guys can put yourself, we'll say, by the rock on the far right in the back.
Sure.
Just I don't mean to be like, set a scale.
You guys,
how big are we?
you are as tall as. See on the station on the right-hand side of it, there's like little lights, little green lights.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that you're as tall as the.
First light.
No, it's second light.
Oh wow. Okay.
Maybe a little above that.
Okay.
Wow. All right. It's big.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
All right. Do we see anyone? Do we see Zeraxel?
Yeah.
Oh, we do.
Draxel's walking up.
All right. All right.
I only said it 4,000 times.
You did.
You see.
Did I see that?
See?
And how many bodies do we have down here? Because you're in. Are we in the same?
Yeah.
We're in Aegis together,
We're
right?
in Aegis.
And then there's the two of them.
Yep.
That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many total?
So 3
4.
bodies we have,
And him.
There are 4.
and plus
Four.
Zeraxel.
4. So yeah,
Four.
4 with Zeraxel.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Wait. No. Is
One Titan suit.
are you guys
2 Titans.
are either of you in your own an individual body, or are you guys
No,
just taking a look?
I'm in with Brooke in the Titan.
Okay. And-
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm in with him. So
Okay. All right. There we go.
Okay. Now that we got that squared. All right.
Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Let's
Knock on the
go
door.
to the station. Yeah. I'm gonna walk.
Bell- Belloc.
DoorDash.
I have Val and Desmond together, Miles and Radar, Asha and Gilder,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
and Zeraxel by himself. Okay, you guys make your way up to one of those doors, and you can immediately hear this this kind of commotion and such inside. You can't see anything inside, but it sounds like the whirling of machinery.
Machinery or ships? Like, can we tell the difference between like a ship or machinery? Would we be able to
You
know
don't
that?
know. Machinery is just what you think.
Is there a door?
There is a door. It's somewhat towards the center of the side that's facing you,
Is it
but
closed?
not in the center.
It's closed.
Yeah. So actually,
Everything's sealed.
so you guys are. I imagine you just free walking around here. So there's a man-sized door that is there. There is a large door that is like a utility door, perhaps like
Almost like a garage
Like
door
shipping
kind
stuff
Yes.
type thing.
Yeah. And then there's another small man-sized door on the other side.
Got it. All right.
Look at the left one.
Yeah, sure. Let's
Left
walk
one.
up to
Sorry,
the
I'm
left
left-handed.
door.
Okay. So you walk across. You go to that door.
Are we with Zeraxel?
I take it you're all together right now. Unless-
No, I wanted to go around the back. That was my plan from the beginning.
Okay, so you guys make your way to the left-hand side of the door. You're going to the rear of the outpost.
Yeah, and I want to start moving stealthily too as I go around the back.
Okay, you're moving carefully. You make your way around the back, and you can immediately see that it goes up in terrain. You would have to start climbing. Oh, yeah, you have your booster, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can just boost up there, but that'll take you out of stealth mode.
How about?
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'll climb.
Okay, roll climb check.
I want to use my tail grab too to help me climb.
You have no tail.
Oh, I'm in a suit.
I use my suit butt.
I use my suit
Yeah.
tail.
Super rope.
I build a tail.
His butt's so flexible.
There's a
No.
rope coming out of his butt.
Okay, so you climb it up and you just you slide back down, and you're having some difficulty. You guys go over to that door, and that door is locked.
Hit it with the Mystic Cannon.
What?
Okay, you back up.
Back up.
Back up.
Back up. Back up.
You fire at the Mystic Cannon. Roll your attack, and if you give me even 1/6, it'll blow it open.
Damn.
Just your combat die. I don't care about damage die.
Technology
Does he just have
combat.
guns on him?
He's got a Mystic
You just,
Cannon
using technology,
5.
and a flamethrower.
and you can use other wit here to do that. You can actually
I have
add
my sidearm.
you can actually add 2 combat dice, which all
Do
the
it.
remaining wit if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
1-6.
6.
Okay, so you blow it open,
Good idea.
and you hear commotion inside. Smoke.
Take out my side on.
It clears a bit.
Can I take out my gun?
Nothing comes out.
What do we see?
It's kind of hard to see right now.
I'm gonna step
Put
in.
a light on.
I'm
Put the lantern on.
I'm gonna step in with gun drawn.
Put the lantern
well,
on.
you're
on
out-
the oh wait, don't you guys? Does the Titan suit have a lantern?
No.
It doesn't. Only
No?
the stellar suits do.
Guys, put your lanterns on.
Can you pull out the lanterns?
Does AJ
Right now, there's
Aegis have
debris
a
everywhere
lantern?
coming out of the hole.
I'll tell you that in a second.
Because we're in Aegis. I just was asking him if he's got a lantern or not.
But
But I'm gonna step through the door with my
oh
gun
no! Oh
drawn.
no! It just removed everything.
Okay, that's fine.
He has nothing extra. Only what you put on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Who makes their way inside? If any.
I'll follow them.
Me.
Okay. You guys start entering to the door on the back. What are you doing over here?
I look around. Do I see anybody?
No.
All right, I'll boost and go up the hill to the back.
We boost up, and you're on the next level. We'll go back to the map, and you're looking at some kind of structure that seems to be attached to the lower level, but also is like laid out on like an upper level at the same time. You can see that the back of it goes directly into the mountain, and that's about all you can see from here. Any questions?
Yeah, is there an entrance into the building from the back?
There is no entrance.
Window? Anything?
No.
Bay door?
No.
Nothing. What about like a chimney chute? Anything like that?
There are 3 that you see that seem to be like a spot for smoke or some sort of exhaust.
Okay. I want to boost up there.
Okay. Land up there. And you look down the exhaust. You see some commotion, a lot of movement, but it's kind of hard to see because you don't really have a great shot.
Okay. Can I see approximately how far down it is?
Where you're looking, you believe that it's just connected to the first level. You can see that there's like a large, I don't want to say shaft, but it's like a large like hallway or main area that's actually running through the center channel of the whole building. That seems to be what you're looking at, or looking down into.
Ah, okay. All right, I want to lower myself down. Down the chimney.
You can't fit in there.
How big is it?
It's probably 8 inches.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
What if you squeeze?
Remove your bones.
Drop your crystal in there.
Yeah,
drop
just
Yeah.
drop your crystal.
I'm inside.
Guys,
Good news, bad news,
I
guys.
made it. I made it.
Somebody's picked me up.
10,000 years. Such a crick in the neck.
Pickle Rick!
Pickle Rick. Crystal Rick.
All right, I'll go around the other side. Look for an entrance.
Okay. So we're gonna wait to. Guys, if you guys don't have any noises, please just mute yourself out before you do so. Ready? So you go around the entire building. Every time we talk, everybody settled? You go around the entire building and you look for some other entrance, and you don't find anything. So you see them go inside. They all enter. Does everyone enter? Anyone not enter? Okay. So you search around the entire building. You can see that they went in. And what do you want to do?
All right, I'll stealthily go in behind them.
Okay. So you're probably about a minute behind them. You guys head in, and we're going to go to the map right here. Map.
Yes.
So you guys are on the right side of this map. You're entering into those doors. You can see there's one door on the top side of it and one door on the bottom side of it. Well, again, if you're watching, we're talking about on the right side of the map. They're very small doors. So you walk in here, and you see what seems to be some sort of a factory running these carts all around at different things. In the corners, you're seeing those cylindrical areas. Those should be similar to you. Those are crystal cores. And you can see that there seems to be a large amount of small stellar dust and also in shard form that's being moved along these rails. And right now everything is steady, is stable, just kind of standing there. There's nobody in the room anymore, if you believe there was, because you heard commotion. But everything is just kind of sitting there, and all those carts are full of those stellar crystal
Nothing's
ingredients.
moving.
Nothing's moving.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. And you don't see
The cards
anything,
are full.
right?
The carts are full, yeah.
Okay.
We
All right.
could see the core from wherever we were walking around, or how's it? Core-
Yeah, you can easily see the core, even when it's like kind of cloudy going inside, because the core is just lit up, so you can see it in the distance.
What's the noise situation right now?
Good question.
Walking or running or movement in the far distance. The machine, you hear like the low hum of machinery, but you don't hear it as loud as you did before.
You hear that? Running in the far distance?
Yeah, I say we keep moving forward.
Let's do it.
Find out who's running this place.
Running it from this place.
Okay, so you guys kind of walk forward. You see that the ground actually is sloping upwards, probably on like a 20 degree
Okay.
slope.
Do we see any like passageways up, stairs, ladders, any upwards?
That is the way that I just described.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
just like
So it-
slopes.
Do we see any that go down as well?
No. So on your way up, you follow the center channel, and it seems to be this machinery that connects that middle area to the right area, and the machinery kind of just like is made to like hang or hold something, and it would bring it down. You could just walk right up that, and as you do, when you get to the near top, you see that there is a hole that's in the ground that seems to go down into the actual rock of this asteroid. And then once again, if you look at the map, you can see that in
Right, we
the
see
middle
it.
one.
All right.
I'm just a little confused as far as going from one section to the other.
Just
section.
the
It's
center channel
it's
connects.
Going like a hallway. Kind
Yeah,
of. Okay.
like a very large hallway.
right.
And do we think, just from what we saw outside on the other map, we moved from the first floor structure to the elevated structure as
Correct.
we went up?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
It's very much built like into the mountain.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
All right. Just wanted to make sure I was all right. Still no signs of
People?
actual people.
No,
just
but you
sounds?
hear sounds,
We hear it, yeah.
and Zeraxel, you walk in now.
Okay.
You could see them like making their way up the ramp.
Okay. I follow.
Keep going forward.
Okay, so you pass that large hole in the ground. Once again, back to the map, and from here you can see that it's leading to, on the left side of the middle one, you can see that it's leading to some sort of like shaft, like a pulley system bringing something up. And apparently there's a system similar to mining gold and such, if anyone's familiar, where obviously you're tumbling the rocks and you're allowing the crystal to kind of fall into areas like a trap, and then they deposit the rocks back into the ground. This seems to be very much the same.
The rocks are going back into that
Into the
in
hole.
the center.
Yeah.
All right. Again, no machinery is moving now.
Everything is on and not moving.
All right. Footsteps, are they coming from down or from the left or right?
Below. You don't believe any. It's not, unless someone's hiding, you don't see anyone up here.
Is there random crystal in the carts?
Yes.
That we're seeing?
It's all,
I wanna
all
look-
stellar crystal.
All
I
right,
want to
wanna-
look. Oh, sorry. Get
It's okay. I want to grab a piece of the crystal and put it in a compartment. Just grab one crystal. and
Okay.
Put it in a compartment.
So you grab like a shard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shard.
Keepsake.
I want to look in the center area where the hole is. I want to look through there and see if I see anybody down there.
A perception check.
Okay.
Can I make one too? Since it is.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Anyone could look in. So.
A 6.
Okay. So you believe that you're looking at people down there. It must be about 60, 70 feet down.
Oh. How many people?
Definitely more than 50 or 60, but it seems like it goes on beyond your sight.
Whoa.
Might,
And do they look like they're working? Do they look,
They're in shadow.
might be the slaves, maybe?
are they like together? Like
They seem concerned,
a huddle like
as if you were down in a hole looking out at something coming at you, and you're all just like down there looking up. So yeah, they're kind of clustered.
oh man. 50, 60 feet down, huh?
60, 70 feet down.
60, 70 feet down.
Good try.
Sorry,
30, 40,
Sorry,
20
sorry.
feet down.
20,
Right?
5 to 10 feet, right?
We're right there, right? We're in there.
Wait, I touched him.
I pull him out.
I pulled out. Easy as cake.
Let's go.
But perhaps before we go down there, though, if you're planning on going down, we should leave someone to make sure that no one steals our ship.
You think they're trapped down there?
Sparky down there? Yell for Sparky.
I mean, we've
Yeah,
left our
let's-
ship completely unattended.
We did
That's-
absolutely.
That's true.
Can we,
All right. Does someone want to
Can't
go
you do it? What do you?
go back to the ship? I don't know.
I'm shy.
I'm right
Do
along.
you want me to go back to the ship?
No. They're gonna land here. They're gonna have their ships. Take one of those. I'm not really too
You
committed
done
to our
with
ship.
ships? Yeah. Like, yeah, whatever. All right. I wanna investigate the other area of this room off to the side.
Okay.
You said that I think you mentioned there was like a shaft that goes up, maybe, or something.
There's a shaft that goes down. It's a shaft that you would bring the crystals or the rock and everything up.
Oh, from below.
Right.
Why don't you? Can you go over to one of the power station? I want to see if I can turn it on.
All right. Yeah. I'll go. Sure. You want to take control of Aegis at the moment? Why don't you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Go
If
for
I
it.
go over and I want to see if I can. Like, there's power in here. I want
For
to
like an on button?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start to look around the room. Let me get back, bring the map back up. You check around and you see that there are doors on the left and the right. And to you, it seems like it might be more of a control area.
All right. I'm gonna go into the one towards the bottom of the screen.
Okay. So for you guys, would be on the left side. You walk into the room. The room is not locked, and you can see that the system is put into some sort of just bypass mode, like it's just kind of sitting and it's passively on but not active.
All right. All right. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to turn it on.
Ingenuity check.
Got it. Don't make this. It wasn't meant to be.
I'm going to say it's very simple for you to understand, so it's just about you activating it. You got 1-6 hiding behind your laptop.
It's like okay.
So you can easily turn this on, activate it. You can shut it down completely, or you can begin the process.
See what happens. I turn it on.
Okay? You guys all see everything start to whirl and move. You see that from that shaft you just asked about, you see that rock and crystal are both coming together, and they go onto the conveyor belt. It runs at different areas. You can tell there are stations that people might get involved and actually take some sort of activity manually. And then eventually, when it finishes on the conveyor ride, all the rock that is left deposits into that hole.
Where the people
Got it.
are.
Yes.
Right. Our job is to be the distraction, right? So I figured let's make some
Yeah.
noise, let's make some things, and right. So Rexo can do his
Sounds good.
right.
I like it.
All right.
We got to learn more about this stuff anyway. You know, about this facility, what's going on with it. You know, how this stuff works.
All right. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'm gonna go over to the other one, the other side.
Does anybody want to take any other actions?
Are there boosters on the Titan suit? Like,
Charles?
Charles, are we able to boost?
Did you take boosters?
No, there's no boosters. The only thing we've got is the stellar punch thrust, so we can do more damage when we hit somebody.
Do we have any grappling?
No.
If you wanted,
You got mag boots.
that particular Titan suit has the core in it, right? That can hold 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matrix. Okay.
If you want, I could teleport us down there, and probably back up again.
Yes.
It's within my range.
Perfect.
You
See
have to.
that, Val?
you
Okay, so
stick
Val-
me in there, Desmond.
So Val leaves Desmond's suit. You put him over into your suit. He's now in there with you and Gilder.
Okay.
And you guys can. What's your range of teleport? 100.
100. Yeah.
Okay.
We're heading down.
68 feet.
Okay. How
I was,
far?
I was gonna go. It's 102 to 110. I was like, I'll let it go.
110, 120 feet.
Touch it. Okay, so
We don't go down.
you teleport down. You guys see the blink happen, and you're down there, and you see all these people just like back up and like kind of freak out, and they move back probably about like 20, 30 feet. It's very dark down here. The only light that you see is coming from above. There are light sources inside the factory.
So
inside the
I'm going to use. I have a magic that can help us with that. I have. Let's see here. It's. Is that floating arcane light?
Okay.
Arcane touch. I mean torch.
Yeah, arcane torch.
Okay, so you let him take charge, I imagine.
Well, I
a blue,
blinked too.
a
So.
blue, a blue, like wooden stick appears in your hand, and a red fire comes up. And are you giving control back to
Can we
Asha?
speak?
Yeah, can I give her control and it's still active?
Yes, we'll say that. Yes.
So I switch it back to Asha.
Okay.
Okay, so you have the fire handy, and you see that they're all looking at you, and they just look to each other, and they seem to be very, very nervous.
What do they look like?
So they appear to look something similar to Gatrin, but they also have. We've seen something like this before, but it's not the same thing. You also can see like lines running down as if you're seeing like onto like lower levels of their skin, and it's like lit up in like a brilliant like yellowish color.
And they're shaving.
And they're what?
Shaving.
I was gonna say, are they?
Just
Are they
one.
shaving?
These are not shaving.
Just one over in the corner.
Do they look like?
They were shaving?
Do they look like?
Those creatures or,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yes.
No,
Okay. I tell them,
just say it.
okay, you're safe. We mean you no harm.
They look at each other.
Who are you?
They look at each other and they're just.
Do you speak common?
What a funny question. Do you English?
Do you English?
One walks up. What do you wish of us?
Are you? We're looking for a friend of ours. We wish for you to help. Or we can help you, possibly. Are you in need? Are you here against your will?
Are you with the hunters?
No.
Everstar?
Yes. Yes. That's Gatrin, upstairs.
Gatrin. He's not a hunter. Have you heard of him? Or are you
You-
just saying that name because
If you are here to enslave us further, we will not go with you here. We made our deal.
we are here to help you? Who are you enslaved by? The hunters?
We are enslaved by all of Kairin.
All of Kairin?
King and Queen Everstar have us transformed.
We are not with King and Queen Everstar. We are with their son Gatrin.
You will bring destruction to us. Perhaps you should go.
If you could you see if they know where Sparky is?
Yes. Have you heard of Sparky? Do you know we could find Sparky?
Yes. How do you know him?
He's a good friend of ours. He's the leader of our mission.
You see a lot of people when you say that kind of like shift their posturing different. They seem more relaxed. You are
We're here to rescue him.
you are an ally of Sparky.
Yes.
I will bring you to him. He turns and walks inside.
Thank you.
We're going to say that you guys hear these words echoing, so you can kind of hear their conversation. Does anybody want to go, or do you stay?
Are we able to get down there?
I hold my arms up and I just
What?
It's only a couple feet away.
It's like 10, 12 feet.
Yeah, exactly.
I will catch you!
And they've gotten smaller too, so now they're just like babies. Everything just gets convenient when you need it.
I'm sneaking over to the.
I'll try and find a way down.
Okay, do you stop and listen to this, or do you go to the other room?
If we hear that
stop and
conversation, I
listen.
think we listen. How these things hold rock? How much rock? It's a conveyor belt that's now going down.
2 rocks.
Like enough rock that I can fill it. We can fit one of those
Yeah,
buckets and it'd support our weight. Or
Oh, the ones that are coming up?
Yeah, and
You could use
going
it-
back down. Right?
You could use it to climb down.
Okay.
That's the easiest way I can tell you to do it. So, and you feel like you looking at it, it feels like it's very strong.
All right. I think we can make it.
All right.
Okay, so you make your way over to that thing on your left. It would have been on the map. On the map, it's lower, but on your left, and you guys go over there, and you can just climb that lift system down. Who goes down? Who stays up?
I sneak down and I go down to my boosters.
Okay, so you go down the main way,
The main way.
sneaking with your boosters.
Come flying in,
This word,
hovering
nothing
in,
means
like,
When I
a,
go down- when I
like
go
an
down, I go-
angel coming down.
Yes. I go like this to sneak.
I think you should go down like, shh.
Don't tell anyone. I won't.
My arms are up to catch him. As
Oh man.
I got you.
I put him on my shoulder.
You looked wee on the way down.
Okay, so you come down. You're climbing down, climbing.
I'm with I'm with him.
Right, climbing down.
Climb down, yeah.
Okay, so you guys get all down there, and he seems to be waiting for all of you to come down. A lot of people seem to be acting more comfortable with you, and he begins to walk further into the cave. People are just sitting there. There's lots of mining equipment that is on the ground, just kind of just staying there. No one's actually doing any work right now. They're all just watching you. And you walk through a sea of people, and you feel that there must be like thousands as you just keep going. And you get deeper you see there's offshoots, and there's people just working. Some of them here are actually working, and they stop working when you guys come up, and they're just like watching. And you guys in your suits just like
I
walking
got my
through.
torch out.
This is bad.
Are they all the same, like height and size? Are they different? They're all the same of the same.
They're of the same
Species.
species,
Okay.
but you're not really sure what you're looking at.
Are the lines that are cut like in them? Are they like in the same spot, or are they different for each?
Different.
Okay.
Humans?
Always yellow though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What?
Humans?
No, they're not human.
They look like
They,
Gatrin.
they're very close to Darkling.
I see.
You go through a bit of a wind. It probably takes about 4 or 5 minutes, and then eventually it starts to slope down pretty drastically, where you're kind of just balancing yourself. And as it goes down, you see it. You're actually entering some sort of structure, unearthed, that looks like perhaps a temple of some sort. You make your way inside. It eventually goes through some hallways, opens up, and you see that they're inside in this kind of like a large. Imagine like a pool with like a low wall, but there's no water in there. And in the middle of that is this giant crystal
I know it.
kind of floating.
That's Sparky.
He brings you up to the crystal and just motions to the crystal.
Sparky. This is Sparky.
Yes.
Can you speak to Sparky?
Sometimes you must initiate the conversation.
How did this happen?
The hunters?
Can't you communicate with him?
Touch it.
The hunters.
Something happened when we came into the Stellar. We were seized. Our crystals. We were brought here. The hunters made some sort of deal with Everstar. They transformed us using some technology that I or none of us have ever seen before, and they took our crystals out of our bodies and were able to put us into this body here. And over a certain period of days, believe they said 30, 40 days or such, the crystal would dissipate. And we would be in this body, no longer connected to Andaria or anything, without soul.
Were you
Crystal born?
You were Crystal Ball?
Yes. We were sent to aid the mission, to aid the Ark.
Yes, that's where it came from.
And they've given you flesh bodies?
The king and queens were very upset and very disturbed by our existence. They said the only thing they could do to allow us to live would be to continue to work here, and we would have to get rid of our current form. So our crystals, in essence, within us, dissolve and are now gone, and we are in these bodies similar to darklings that have no connection to Andar at all. It is isolating, lonely.
Why are you down here?
We are mining. They want crystal.
Are you mining for the hunters or are you mining for Everstar?
I feel it is both. The hunters are working for Everstar.
So how did Sparky get to be in that?
Sparky was killed.
So, okay.
He saved himself by moving into the crystal,
And how does he save you?
by agreeing to work here.
As long as he's here, your crystals will remain.
His crystal powers this entire station. And more, I believe.
More. The ships.
You should talk to Sparky about such matters. But it is Sparky that gives us power and saves us here.
How do I engage with Sparky?
He must engage with you, or you must find a way to speak to him.
I'll try.
Thraxel.
Where are the hunters?
They were outside, and they, I believe, when you arrived, they brought their ships up to you.
Yeah.
How many are they normally here? Yes.
There are usually about 20 or so of them, heavily armed. And they, of course, have the Titan suits created by and designed by Sparky they've been using. It has made them quite formidable.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thraxel.
I go over to the crystal and I shift my consciousness into the crystal.
You shift your consciousness to the crystal, and all of a sudden you see Sparky. I'll forever do that. You see Sparky walk out, and he's like transparent, kind of like rainbowish. I told you not to come.
We couldn't leave you here, Sparky. The hunters killed you?
Can we hear this? Tony, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like standing in the room.
Okay. Oh.
This is it for me. I'm here. There's nowhere to go. I made a deal with Everstar.
Everstar that's aboard the ship? That was aboard the station?
Gatred?
Yes.
Oh, no, his parents.
Okay.
They're looking for him.
Sorry, we couldn't help you, Sparky.
It was this, or they were going to move on Andaria. They want the crystals. And they're very upset with the ancients. We do this, we give them the crystals. As long as the crystals come, they're not going to do anything.
What do they need the crystals for?
They use it for their technology. Apparently they're very valuable.
The Darklings?
Yeah. They hate us. They
Why?
hate us. Whatever happened to their world is our fault. That's what they say. And
Our
they
fault as Andarians? Or as Crystalborn?
both. Anything connected to Andar, they hate. And it's specifically Andaria they blame.
Sparky, you don't have to stay here.
There's nowhere to go. And if we leave, they will attack. They want these crystals. Stellar crystal is not easy to come by, and it's from our moon, and it's shattered, and it's all over around the area of Indaria. And if we're giving it to them, they're not going to come. That's all they want.
Smart. Aren't we trying to do this to protect Andaria from the dragons? So we're just swapping one thread for another?
Every day I'm here is a day that everyone can figure out the new technologies and figure out better things.
Alright, delay in tactic. Okay.
Sparky, do you know anything about the wars on Andaria? The dragons are fighting.
I know the Crystalborn started fighting. I don't know anything else. But the Crystalborn, they sent up a lot of them. I think it was about 10,000. And they just came up in crystals, not in their bodies. That way it was easy to transport. It was a good idea. But when Everstar came, it came with capital ships. Yeah, they were already working with the hunters who spotted us and brought Everstar here. And they left me with this crew here. I guess it's like a few thousand to mine this, and they took the rest of their planet.
Where are the hunters from?
I don't know. All of a sudden, the entire place shakes like an earthquake. Many of the people fall to the ground. A large explosion happens.
Oops.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sugar.
That's funny.
We didn't
Yes.
What was that?
So, anyways, it might have been the station crashing into the.
Let me look. It disappears.
Why would the station have crashed?
It was moving.
It was moving towards the asteroid.
How big is
Well,
Sparky's?
that's true. I'm sorry. We don't know.
We
that.
don't know that.
We don't?
We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
I thought we did.
No, we don't.
Mm-mm.
How big
My
is
bad.
Sparky's
Yeah,
crystal?
He knew that we weren't supposed to know that.
I thought we did.
It's huge. It's like 50 feet.
And it's in a pool, but there's no water. You said? I'm sorry. You
It's
said
in a
like
it's in a small little structure that looks like it might be a pool of water, but it's just rotating around that area.
Okay. And that crystal is powering the other beings.
Are you looking around the area as you're asking these questions?
Yes, yes. I'm
So you-
looking to see how it's actually powering the beings. like how.
You see that he ran astral crystal conduit,
Hmm.
and it's actually in the ground, and he actually ran it through the rock, like around this whole thing.
Uh-huh.
It connects to the crystal, and then it also runs into the ground somewhere, like whatever it's doing.
The conduit runs from the crystal into the ground.
Yeah.
Around the rock. Okay.
It's like a similar makeshift design to what you saw on the space
This-
station.
Right,
Station.
same kind of thing. And this looks like to me like a modified version of the cores that we've had on the station, where with that central crystal and like a
It looks
Maybe-
similar,
yeah.
yeah.
right.
So
If it was the crash, can we any of us sense that our bodies just died?
You don't have any sense of anything right now.
Okay.
You're not sure.
Right. So we're waiting for him to come back, but
He comes back within
Oh.
30 seconds. The station has crashed.
the station's crashed.
the arc.
It's right out. It's about a mile out.
Jeez. What happened?
I don't know.
I think the hunters went up there. I also saw Gatrin and I think it was Dell were like floating in space, and the hunters had like strapped in and they're leading it somewhere. They're like towing it.
Crystal?
Sparky. We found a key, a shiny rainbow key. What can we do with that? Do you need it?
It's like
Can that help you?
it's from a chimera crystal.
What does it do?
It was given to me by someone that offered their assistance.
Who?
Was it a female?
No. I don't know if you know him. Bardot?
Sounds.
Do we know who that is?
Yeah. You know, he's a leader of the
Yeah.
of the Citadel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bardot.
Once he became the leader of the Citadel, he became like popular everywhere.
right.
People know who he was.
Yeah. So it
So popular.
has something to do with like time then, perhaps.
No, it was a way for him to come here or us to go there. It was something he gave to me,
No.
but I don't want it to involve him in any of this.
There was. Okay, two things. One of us, we should get up there, get in the ship, and try and find our friends who are floating in space.
Yes.
But quickly, when we woke up on the Ark, we had no memory of what had happened. There was somebody else there who seemed to have memory and fled. Was so passionate to get out that she broke one of the docks, took a ship. I don't know who that was. You have any idea? They said, "I'm sorry, I can't help." I have no memory of anything, really, other than waking up, a few days ago. Is it important? If it's not urgent, you can tell us later, hopefully, if we're still alive.
I don't know. I mean, unless it's somebody on the crew. Gatrin had a sort of an entanglement or a situation with this a girl Liana, one of his own species.
I don't know. All right. Entanglement. That's nice. All right.
Shall we?
Yeah. We're gonna go try and find the guys in space. I don't know if anyone else wants to come.
I'll go with you.
Sparky. Yes. Okay, you guys go.
Yeah, we're just gonna go.
We'll go up the way we came down, right?
Hopefully that
I stay
works.
with Sparky a little longer.
Okay, you guys, who climbs back up? Raise your hand. One.
We're in one
two.
body.
Okay. You stay, Zeraxel?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the crystal so we can talk to him.
Okay.
Sparky.
I need you going.
Attack Bardot.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm in the ship. I'm in the thing with
You're with
Asa.
me. I'm
Yeah.
just want to speak to Sparky. A minute. How would we contact Bardot? If we wanted to use the Chimera key, where does it lead?
Leads to the Citadel. You don't want to bring them into this.
Why? This isn't right. Enslaving a whole species? Did he give it to you? Did he offer help?
Bardot's been here for a long time. Bardot comes from this world. He comes from Kairin.
Okay.
And I just don't think it's smart. It's always, everything he does is part of some sort of plan to move himself forward, to take more power, to do anything else. So, use the key, and perhaps he comes and helps you. But the last thing we need is some other crazy power ruling in Daria. And what's left? He already rules a Citadel. So what's the next step?
I understand. So what do we do? What can we do? How do we
I don't know.
free you all?
I would have told you to go home. But I don't know if that's possible.
Could you?
I think this is it. I think our mission was a failure. We came to the Stellar. We tried to help us out, and yeah, we found some new technology. We shared it. You know, we brought some of it home, and they're using it. So maybe that's what we accomplished. That's it. And we're what's left behind.
No. These are souls from Andaria. We're not leaving you behind. Do you remember Andaria?
Yes.
Okay. How is it that you're still connected and they aren't?
I went to the crystal. They turned them into these creatures. They're not like you and me. They're without soul. They're without light. They're not connected to the world like we are. Even as a gnome, you're connected to the world. You know, you can feel it.
Yes, we actually saw creatures like that on the station. The crew. It's like they became ravaged beasts when there was no more sunlight.
I've heard of such things Katrin is speaking of.
They were on the station. How did that happen?
Probably from the technomancy of the crystal, I guess. This is what I'm saying. We've gone so far out of what we know, and we're experimenting with people's lives now. Like, I don't know what we can do, because what's the next step? I don't know what's going on with Karen, but again, they don't like us. They hate us. They hate what we represent. And they see the ancients as evil, and they see Andar himself, a celestial being, as being like the bane of their existence, everything that they're not. Their world apparently is like in shadow, and that's the way they like it. They don't want the sun. They don't want the light.
Who's forcing them to be in the light?
I don't know.
Is there an easy way to get to Kieran? A quick way?
Bardot could do that, but I wouldn't recommend that. Or take a ship.
Ship would take very long.
Yeah.
We don't have any more astral crystal. It's all been used.
Well, the ship's destroyed either way.
Is there a star path to Karen?
That is possible.
How do we access it? Through the Citadel?
Maybe. I don't know. There is something here that we could try, I guess.
Like?
There's some sort of temple here.
Temple?
Someone must have been here before.
On the asteroid or in Salvation?
The
It's
asteroid.
in the asteroid?
Yeah.
Where is it?
We're in the beginnings of it.
We're at the entrance.
It's a very powerful place. It allows this crystal to be here. Something about this area makes the crystal more powerful. And there was a voice or something speaking to me from inside of it. But I was imprisoned in this crystal before I could get even further.
What did they tell you?
If it was on the asteroid, wouldn't that mean that it was originally on the moon?
I think so.
Yes. Andaria? The heart?
Yeah, I think it was on the moon before it was shattered.
Take us there.
I can't take you anywhere.
Why?
Because he's
It's
stuck
a crystal.
But he was just a little rainbow man.
I can't go very much further than.
Can you point us in the right direction, Sparky?
So he points literally behind the crystal, and you can see like there's a large cave, and she goes down.
Okay.
Whoever's down there is like me. Like they know technomancy.
Are they encased in a crystal as well?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Will he be able to transfer his consciousness into another crystal? I mean, didn't you pick one up?
I did.
I'm not reacting because you haven't said that to me.
Oh.
He's saying it to you.
Sparky, good thinking, Gilder. Sparky, would we be able to take your consciousness into this crystal? And you can come with us?
I could move. I suppose so. It might need to be Well, you have the Aegis suit here.
Yes.
Or we just went up. We're going.
Well, he points in the direction. He goes, I could transmute into that crystal. But if I do that, all bets are off.
As far as what?
With Everstar. With the Hunters. And Indaria.
Let's stay here, Sparky. Man your station. We'll go into the temple.
Sir Axel, with whom were the dragons fighting when you saw? Were they fighting with these people from Kairin? Is it possible that they were protecting Andaria?
Did I see specifically?
You looked like the dragons were attacking the Crystalborn, and then the dragons were attacking the Citadel.
No. Kairinites were not on Andaria.
I would hate to put this out there, but I mean, we all hate dragons, but we might want to tell them of this threat. I mean, right now they see us as their enemy and they're fighting us. But if they know there's an entire group of people from another planet that hate us, maybe that would be a uniting factor rather than a dominating factor.
And how will we tell dragons anything from up here?
It sounds
Well,
like
we have
they
a key.
It sounds like they have a common enemy, though. The Crystalborn. Not necessarily Andaria, but the Crystalborn in Bordeaux.
You see Sparky go like this. You see his eyes light up. Everstar is here.
Boy.
One of the capital ships is here.
We have to go.
Let's go. All right, we move
We'll be back, Sparky.
Which way do you move?
Stay here,
Are you going
Sparky.
below? Or are you
Yeah.
going up?
To the temple.
to the temple.
Okay, so you guys dash off to the temple.
Comms, we told to comms. We tell them where we're going.
Comms. We talk to comms.
Say for the record before anyone says I can't say anything. Say,
guys,
come on.
We're going to the temple. We're going to the temple.
Go to the temple behind Sparky's crystal.
There's a big capital ship coming. Be careful.
Let's go.
That's a key piece of information you wanted to
Everstar
get.
is here.
Thanks for sharing that.
Everstar is here. Yeah, this whole deal with Sparky, it's really bad. Get out of the way. We're going to the temple.
Katrin's dad is here. Repeat. Katrin's dad is here.
Party over, guys. Party over. Hide the cave. Hide the cave.
Bail out. Bail out. Oh my god.
You guys ran outside, so now we're gonna go to you guys. You guys run outside, and you see your ship is still there, and you don't see that the ship has the ship is knocked over. It doesn't. It's fine. It's just knocked over. And off to the side, it's like whoa.
Meanwhile,
you see the entire station is in like 3 pieces, large pieces. It looks like a ruined structure, and it's just a large mess.
when did we get their message?
Not yet.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Why would... We just fixed it.
Yeah.
How are we gonna...
That's like a Miles O'Brien. Like all those hours I spent fixing that station.
I just...
Who would do this? What madman would do this?
Wow. All right. So they told us, right? Sparky said they're in space. Hunters are towing the crystal.
Mhm.
You're a pilot guy, but what do we want to do? Get the crystal first. What do you think?
I think we should get them first, right?
I guess.
Hunters?
No,
Or our buddies?
yeah, they're still they're still floating around up there. We should make sure we get them.
Well, we should try to save them.
All right. I look. Do we see anything in the sky?
Right now, no, but you know you'd have to just go look because otherwise, you don't know
All
what to
right.
do.
Do you remember where this was when it was up there?
Station? Yeah. I have
Yeah.
a basic idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
It was
All
up
right.
right there, right? It's like
Yeah. I got
Space somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
Take
here,
control.
it was this-
All right.
it. All right.
Okay, so one is
2 of us.
2 of you.
Two of us,
Two,
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so you actually fit inside.
easy peasy.
Yeah, you guys go inside.
Oh, should I stay
Yep.
outside with like a gun or something? I don't know. No? Okay, hold on.
I'm already up here.
Can't you see I'm already pshing? I'm pshing already. I'm mid psh.
Wait, so much fuel.
I'm mid psh.
Who's already pushing?
It's already pushing, man.
You guys spend the next like minute and a half getting up there,
Right.
and when you're out there, you see off into the distance, probably about like the equivalent of like a few miles. and you see they're flying in like a fleet formation.
Jeez.
And as they're flying, all of a sudden, you see a large capital ship that is like the size of a fortress in space. And it has like sharp features to it. I'll have a picture for you for next time. And it's out there. And you see like just the little, the little ships just kind of facing it.
We should nope this and go back.
And that's when they hear. That's when they hear our comms.
Whoa!
Nope.
I don't want to go up against that.
As a right when you see this, now that those times passed, you hear comms.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad up here.
Close by.
They took our comms. They took our crystal.
Oh. All right, yeah, we see it. It's really big. We don't know what to do. Do we see?
It's Everstar.
Can we?
Yeah. Well, first of all, what? Other than it looks like a fortress that just appeared in the middle of space.
Yeah,
That's
look,
basically right.
for all intents and purposes, you can picture like one of the capital ships from Star Wars, but it's like darker and like very like sharp edges to it. And it's huge, and they obviously don't take any evasive actions. So
Right,
they seem like your guess would be they must have called them or something,
Right.
and they're just making their way to it as if they're going to try
Can
to
we see
land.
the crystal in tow? Are they like?
The crystal is in between them,
Oh.
so like they're kind of like this around it a little bit, and the
Oh,
crystal is like in the middle.
So anyways.
In the foreground, do we see our colleagues floating
Try
around?
to
anywhere?
radio Dell. Try to.
Perception check. Yes, you can. Okay, forget it.
Yeah.
You radio.
Radio Dell.
Yeah,
Yes.
radio.
Dell, you can talk to them.
Where are you?
Out here somewhere.
That's helpful.
That's great.
Great. Do you see us?
Dell, you look
Oh,
behind,
flip-
and in the distance you see one ship.
Right, I'll flick my lantern on.
Nice. Good
Okay.
call. I
Nice.
can see that.
Okay, so you confirm that they're on the
Alright.
crystal.
They're on
Radar.
the
On the
Don't
crystal?
forget,
Yeah.
you have
oh,
a place
oh,
to
oh,
deliver.
Lighted it on the
That's-
crystal?
Del,
Wait.
it was great knowing you.
Stop writing the nuclear
You know
missile.
what? All right. You should just pull your crystal out and toss it in our direction. It'll catch you.
Toss it 10,000 years into
now
the future.
that you say it, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That might not be the word.
Sounds like a good
man.
idea.
That's actually not a
For,
terrible
for
idea.
real, no, it's not a
It's not
bad
a bad
idea.
idea.
No,
It's
seriously.
the
You should,
first time
gently
it's become.
toss it in our direction and we'll catch you guys. Because your guys are
Oh,
doomed.
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds
no,
like
it's
it.
not
Who
that
did-
dear. It's
Gatrin
more the
don't have
thing
a
of-
crystal.
yeah.
Technically, the crystal
Yeah.
is in their possession. So,
In Dell's possession.
yeah.
No, he means his crystal, himself.
And I'm talking about the
The
crystal.
big crystal.
Oh, okay.
He's
Right, he's got it.
I'm not
He's
with
on
the
it.
big crystal.
he's
9/10 of
close
the
to it.
law.
You are with the big
you
crystal.
Are. That's what we're saying.
You're
You're
riding
on
on
You're
it.
on top of it.
Oh, but you are.
How does it feel?
it.
How embarrassing.
Yes! All right!
Yay! We end there. That's great.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We end right there. Everybody. Roll credits. Roll credits. Yay!
That was really perfect timing. That was really.
Amazing.
All right.
So, anyways,
I don't know.
They're getting close to the ship. I think within a few minutes we'll be at the ship. You guys are also in radio communication, so you can talk or you can act. What do you want to do?
I just said that the crystal thing. So.
Yeah, I don't have a better idea. Gatrin's with you. Yeah.
Oh, he can't throw his crystal. He doesn't have. He's a person.
Yes.
Gatrin turns to you and he's like, "No, this is my family. I don't know what they'll do, but they'll imprison me at best. I don't know what they'll do to you."
Yeet.
Okay, pull me out and just throw me at the ship then, and that's all I can do.
Oh my god!
What choice do I have?
Finally!
Because
My long predictions are coming true.
Right, there's a reason. I can't keep powering this suit. I'm going to die regardless if I keep in the suit much longer.
Oh
All right, do I have to go
my
do I have to go
god.
outside now and catch this thing?
Yeah.
How many dice are you using? Yeah.
Is that creepy?
No.
Here goes.
Here
goes
goes
nothing.
nothing.
Oh, man.
He throws the crystal. This is going to be a. It's gonna be a-
Eats you.
it's gonna be a
He eats you
wa-
right over.
We're looking for a 6.
Yeah.
This is baseball. Looking for a 6. Oh no.
Reroll.
So anyways.
Reroll.
Reroll. Tom said reroll.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're I mean my luck onto it. Oh no, reroll luck number of dice. So give him 4.
3?
Even when he re-rolls you, yeah, I guess.
Catcher wasn't really much of a thrower.
Oh man.
Per parsec.
Oh no!
You're delicious.
You're delicious.
Oh, no.
Pizza the Hut.
You're delicious.
He swallows him.
He misunderstood which ship you wanted to throw it at. He throws it at the capital.
So
ship instead.
he throws it. It goes on a wide path. I'm now gonna roll.
I just imagine it dinging off the
Yes, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll 1, 2. I'm gonna roll 5 dice. Okay.
Oh my
If
god.
I roll even 1, 1, it's gonna hit a ship. He throws it really badly. If I don't, it goes into space and you guys can see it shimmering and you can go get it.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh no! It hit 2 ships. It hit 2 ships.
Wait, but he can,
Two of them.
he can still get it.
Oh no.
And he goes, I'm gonna stop you guys right there. You guys run down into this temple,
Yes.
and you start seeing like the ground that's all full of like dirt and rock and things like that turn into steps, and you're just running down these steps. Imagine the steps outside like for Rocky where he's running down them, but it just keeps going on forever. You must descend for like a few minutes. This whole conversation you guys are talking, you're just like
Stairs the whole time.
yeah, and it cuts back to the ting, 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 ting. What's happening? Cops! Cops!
You are not going to believe this.
What's going on?
You guys run down, and you must have gone at least a few hundred feet, maybe a little bit more down into it. I imagine you have a torch out, and you get into like this large room that has these. I'll see. They're stones, but they're kind of like obelisks, but they're just made of stone. And there's 3 of them around. Actually, it's like this. There's 3 of them around this center area, and you see in the middle of this area is another area, kind of like the fountain. I said the rock. So it's like a rock in a circle. There seems to be something poured on top of that rock, some kind of powder. And in the middle of the rock sits a man, completely bald. He has a crystal in his forehead. It's an amethyst, and it's ingrained into his flesh. And he also has many like tattoos around his body. And he seems to be sitting there with his legs folded, and his eyes are closed. There's a staff on the ground, and you see there are actually other crystals, soul crystals. And these soul crystals are in some cases very large, like larger than you've seen. And he's just kind of sitting there with his eyes closed.
Hello.
Vision?
Hello.
No reaction.
I walk closer to him. Hello.
He looks at the obelisk and back to you.
Are we within the range of? Like, are we beyond the obelisks? He's
He's the center.
yes.
The obelisks are like past you, maybe like 25 feet out.
So we're within the range. We're
Yeah,
within,
yeah.
Okay.
We were sent down here by Sparky. We're Sparky's friends. I look at the obelisk.
Okay, do you investigate it?
Yeah.
Okay, roll investigation check. You can use crystal knowledge.
I'll go with him too, and I have crystal knowledge too.
Okay, you can roll.
Yes. 2 6s.
Nice. 2 questions. And you observe the obelisk, and you see that there is a spot somewhere on the obelisk
1 6.
for a something to be put in there. It
So-
looks the shape of a crystal.
Okay.
Spoiler.
I take out my crystal and I put it in there.
You take crystal out of your chest.
Your crystal?
Who's in with you? Anybody? Nobody.
Nobody.
Okay. You put it in, and the whole thing goes up, like lights up, and turns like a color red, and it seems to be active. Like the obelisk came to life.
I go. can I go over to one of the crystals on the ground? Is that we said the soul crystals are on the ground?
They're right next to him on the ground.
How many of them are there?
There's probably about 8, but they're right next to him.
Asha, go in and investigate one of these other obelisks.
Yes.
Maybe there's another one.
Okay.
You can also ask me questions.
Oh yeah.
You can't use his questions because they're gone.
I only
I
got
don't
by
need
what, 1/6.
questions. I know the answer.
Throw all of the soul crystals at the ship.
And shoot the Mystic Cannon.
Looking at the other obelisk, is it the same? Is the shape of the crystal the same? Or is there something that delineates a certain crystal should be in that obelisk as opposed to the other?
It's a yes or no question.
Okay.
Or
Imagine this plot, Tony.
let me lay this on you.
Picture it. Sicily. Okay.
4-dimensional universe.
Here it is. Okay.
It looks like it fits
Does it look
any.
ex-
To save myself the time.
Yes,
it
thank
looks.
you.
It looks like it fits any crystal you want.
Okay.
It's been around the block a few times.
Does it look like it could?
For real.
It could fit the soul crystals that are there. In front of him.
You'd think so, yeah.
Can I speak to Zaraxel any longer, or is he in the? Now he's in the obelisk, right?
His body is just standing there, and he's in the obelisk.
The bodice is standing in front of the obelisk.
Gilder,
Yeah?
want to go for a ride?
Destroy the bodice.
Do not put me in an
What
obelisk.
kind of are you talking about?
How many times do I have to say, don't put me in an obelisk?
Come on, join the obelisk, boys.
If Liam's here, he'd be in the obelisk.
Yeah.
Three seconds.
Maybe obelisk
He'd
boys.
be obelisk boys. He put himself in.
Well, what, you plan on putting me in there?
Zaraxel's in there,
Well, I can't help
I'll
you doing
take-
something stupid.
but I can take you out. Maybe
Can
we'll
you?
just take. Maybe we'll just take Zaraxel out.
Let's try taking him out first.
Yeah, let's try that one first.
Okay.
Look, and we got an extra.
They all like
you got
that
an extra
idea.
crystal. Just use the other one.
Okay. So, I go over to the obelisk where Zaraxel was.
Yes.
I take its crystal out and I
Yes.
put it in.
Yes.
I want to know what you saw.
so great.
I want to speak to you. That's the only way I can speak to you, isn't it?
Okay.
I want to know what happens to you.
You put him in your suit,
Yeah.
and you appear in the suit, and you think that this is like a magical place at first.
Zaraxel.
You're like, oh my god, the afterlife is just
man.
Asha.
I hear you.
No.
Amazing.
Destroy me!
You're in.
I'm not worried about it! I'm not worried about any of it!
You're in with
Does
Gilder
the
and I.
obelisk power down when we take him out?
What?
Yes, the obelisk powers down.
What happened when you went in the obelisk?
Did you take me out of the obelisk?
I took you out of the obelisk.
Can I have control of this suit, please?
Why?
So I can
Don't-
take
don't
you
do
out of it? And do with your crystal whatever I want to do with it?
Okay,
But I wanted to talk to you.
Here we go. Here we
Put him
go.
back.
Just
Put him back.
wanted to see how you would do
Zaraxel.
it. Just thinking about
What were
you.
you thinking in there?
What were you?
What's it like?
I apologize.
What's it
Zaraxel.
like?
I don't have any other way to communicate with you, and I want to know A, if you're okay, and B, what's going on.
I'm fine. There are more obelisks.
Yes. What should I put the other crystals in? I wanted to make sure you were okay.
I put myself in one obelisk. Let's put all of us in the other obelisks.
Okay.
But Zaraxel,
Okay.
though,
Please put me
there
back
isn't
in.
enough
I'm
of
so
us.
sorry, Sir Axel. Thank you. I take him out and I put him back in.
Now he doesn't fit.
Oh, not in it anymore.
Nah, it doesn't fit now.
He's engorged with anger.
For reasons unknown. It doesn't- no, you go in, the obelisk lights up.
How many
Gilder.
obelisks are there?
Gilder, I
3
think we're gonna
total.
have to
So
go.
funny.
I think we're gonna both have to go.
Oh man,
Oh, okay.
this is gonna be great.
So what you thinking about?
Try the empty one first.
Try the easy one first.
The empty one.
Empty, I think.
He'll go in
That's
first.
That's spare stellar crystal.
Want to put him in?
The one that I have in my suit. Is that what you're saying?
He's powering down.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Power down, sir.
if you don't need me, I'll be powering down for a while.
Yeah, I'll put the empty one in. I see what happens. Well, I'll put the one in that I have in my suit.
The empty one? What do you mean?
What?
The
I can't
crystal-
hear
She
what he's
has a
saying.
shard.
We have a
Shard
we have a
that she
spare.
picked
Oh,
up.
the one that you took out of the.
So you're going to take the empty shard and put it in the obelisk.
Trying to trick the obelisk.
Yeah,
No,
sure, deceive the
Gilder,
obelisk.
Gilder, I think you have to go in the
You know what?
obelisk.
I think I should deceive this obelisk.
I think I'm so much smarter than the
Gilder.
obelisk.
Gilder. Are you smarter than an obelisk?
You never
Here
know.
I go. I'm in the obelisk. Oh, I'm so inside. It's amazing.
Hey, I want to go to the obelisk.
So roomy.
I want to go on the obelisk. Oh, yeah, I just heard you. I'll put you
Gilder.
Yeah, I was just in there. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's great. Good idea.
Gilder.
Fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe I
take-
maybe I can wake up from this hallucination. Go ahead.
I take him out and I put him in.
Okay, he goes
To
in
the
the
second
obelisk,
one,
and the
yes.
obelisk lights up green.
Ooh.
Okay. I go to the third obelisk.
And then just leave.
I smack the guy. I smack the guy awake in the middle
your
and I
finger in
run
there.
out. No.
Go. Obelisk.
I take my crystal out. I go to the third and I put my crystal in the obelisk.
You put it in, the obelisk lights up blue, and all of a sudden, you see like the entire, what was the moon, what was Andaria, just like, gonna get zoomed out. And all of a sudden, you feel like you are connected to like everything in like the entire solar system. And you can see everything. It's almost like you're everywhere. You could be in touch with anything you want in like the realm of the stellar. It's kind of like what you experience on Andaria, but this is like a solar system-wide experience.
Cool.
Wow.
All of a sudden, you have a physical form, and you're still there, but again, you feel like you're just like amongst the entire solar system, and you're somehow using like a technomancy or star path or whatever it is, you're not sure. All of a sudden, you hear a voice behind you. It's three of you. It's Gilder, obviously, the two of you. You hear a voice behind you. Hello. I am Altari. And that's where we stop the episode.
Oh, sorry.
Awesome.
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the episode, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties today. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon. Hey guys, welcome to the after show. This is the engine room, and as always, it's hot in the engine room.
Hot.
There's a lot going on. Today's episode was Redemption Part 2. There will not be a Part 3. there's no need. We did it. We did it.
Oh, thank God.
Tom, I'm going to clear my throat. Okay. Tom,
Yes.
take us to the reason about redemption. What's all this redemption? Can we...
So I think there's a couple of things here that touch upon it. I think that Sparky, I think, almost feels like, he said it, that he feels like he failed in his mission, but at least he has, like, what he's doing now as a way to kind of do something good with what has happened.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
He feels like he failed, and he feels like I can do this, and that's kind of me.
Redeeming myself.
And I think that we failed, and now hopefully this is giving us an opportunity to redeem ourselves as well. Right? I think that I thought we were doing well,
I think you guys were doing well.
and now I don't think we're doing as well right now.
No. No. Well, you're not doing bad. I just think that you're in a different situation,
Yeah,
and it's getting trickier right now.
Yes. I think
So-
that the stakes have been raised,
And it's gotten complex.
Yes.
The story has gotten like, whoa, wait a second, and you're without that station.
Mm-hmm.
So that was bold, Cotton. That was
Yeah.
bold. Del, Richard, do you think that was a good move ultimately? Do you think that was a bad move ultimately?
If everything had worked the way I was hoping it would have been a smart move. But it didn't quite go off as I planned. Because
Gotcha.
the theory behind
I mean,
it was that I was going to get the crystal off, stealth off, so they didn't see it. They'd be searching it while it's crashing in. That would have taken out the hunters. Is basically the theory behind it.
At the end of the day, they're already on their way over there, right to where the crystal was going out, and it's also a 20-foot glowing rainbow crystal. So
Yeah, no.
easy.
I was
easy
hoping
to see.
that they'd be on
and the
board.
ones there watched you, go out. So there's no chance of them not to be aware.
I know, but it was worth a try. If all the stealth rolls and everything had come off, it might have been a different story. But yeah,
Stealth played no part of today's episode, although it was tried by many people.
One in particular.
Dan tried it several times.
Dan was
Dan was very
trying.
quiet. Every time he talked, it was involved stealth. He's like, "Wait, stealth, they're going to do this."
You still have to use the rockets. Got it.
Yeah, yes. Shh.
Sneaking around. We're just blasting the front door open.
I know. He's
Yeah,
like,
we are.
stealth this.
Yeah, we are. Knock, knock.
But we saw even last time that there was only those couple of entrances, so there was no other way in. Like we kind of
Right. Right. There could have been a hidden way.
Right,
Absolutely.
he might have found something, but
Yeah,
It
it
didn't
wasn't
look
built. It's not made to be a fortress. It's not made to be anything else. It's literally built by Sparky and whoever,
it
and
didn't look. Yeah.
it's a functional mining station. That's what it is. So tell
Can
me
I ask one
about what you
question?
guys. Yeah, go ahead.
was the door actually locked?
The door outside.
Yeah, they blew up.
Yes, it was
Was
locked.
it actually locked,
we
or could
tried
they
it, that's
walk straight
why.
in?
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah, we
locked.
did
Did you
actually
try
try it first.
Yeah.
He's trying to reroute the embarrassment. How embarrassing! I'll just say, you blew up a locked door. So embarrassing. You could have just picked the lock.
I blew up a station.
Well, if it was unlocked, that would have been pretty, overkill. That would have been.
It definitely could have been over. So take us through. Would you guys feel, or would you go through? What were your thoughts when you entered the station? I feel like you guys, you're trying to figure out like what is this place? What is it going for? I feel like you got the main idea for it, but like, what were your thoughts going through it?
So I mean, I think it wasn't what I expected, because I did expect, especially when we heard motion inside, that there was going to be people waiting for us.
Right.
Right. And that didn't happen, at least not yet, or not in the way that we expected, at least. And I think once we got in, I'm like, okay, this looks like it's just a straight mine. Makes sense. What we found out about what happened to the Crystalborn is just like really horrible. Like,
Yeah.
it's really like that was. I have to tell you, just that was a really effective storytelling
Yes.
from your like as a.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I was really like,
I didn't know if you guys
Yeah.
were like understanding what I was saying or what he was telling you.
yeah.
It's
Because
heartbreaking. Yeah.
and to review for anyone who's watching it, basically like for beings that are connected to the planet and go back there when they're like sleeping, it's like taking away a limb for them. Like you're no longer connected to the planet.
Right.
And if anything, your soul has been removed, and now you're like a darkling, and now you have to experience an existence that like when it's over, and you're no longer connected to anything. And they're just like defeated
Yeah, it's messed
completely.
up.
Yeah, and it's taking the essence of who they were and like a complete 180, like a
Right.
complete inversion of it. Like there are these flesh husks instead of these souls in
Right.
Yeah,
in
true.
metal bodies. You know,
Right.
It's,
Now, as I told you before, like you'd be seeing other things other ways. This is one thing I was talking about. That you're seeing like almost like a different way of existence. How does it make you feel seeing that after experiencing this new form of like being in a crystal and having like the freedom in the sense of a crystal?
yeah. I think the word horrified is expressed like that. That's how I felt for what happened to them. Like
Yeah.
that it was
Yeah.
really like just a like these Everstar people who who we haven't like really met yet in the quest, right? They've been off screen, Like to my mind, they've just become like these
Bad.
unbelievably villainous
Right.
things. By doing something like this is like
right. It paints them as a very
Yeah.
evil sort of
Yeah.
force.
Now,
And it makes me feel extremely vulnerable.
so here's the other side of it. They could be evil or not. They could be neutral. They could be whatever. Or they could be almost like the anti-zealot because they believe that Andar, the ancients, are just like do whatever they want. They're powerful beings that are dictating and controlling things, and they also blame them for destroying their planet.
Mhm.
So they see the soul in a completely different way. They don't see it as like we might see it in real world. They see it as like, no. That is their attachment to you. You need to sever that and get away from them.
right.
And they don't want to deal with anyone who has a soul like that. They want to deal with people just like them. They see it as like remember back in the day where the Red Knight, if you were bound to him, he could hear and see everything out of you. They see it as like you're almost like you're like an antenna for him. Like
Right.
get it out. So maybe evil, maybe neutral. It's hard to say, but perhaps in their perspective,
They're justified.
they're justified. Why should a powerful entity being like spying on me, listening to me, and also is responsible for destroying my planet? Anybody know how their planet got destroyed?
I'm gonna guess the conjunction. Yeah, the
In what?
convergence.
The convergence.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. What was the convergence?
With Andar and Dragano. Andaria and Dragano.
It was a rush of light
Oh.
that came from another planet. The planet was destroyed, remember?
Yeah.
That came back from all the way in the story.
Yeah.
The
That was
convergence
Kieran.
ripped apart their planet and took all the souls. So I think you might not remember, but who's responsible for the convergence?
Andar.
And
No.
the keeper. The keeper, right?
I knew this would be convoluted because
No.
it's been stated and then it was stated again and people were just trying to getting closer to the truth and it came out once and I'm not going to reveal it. Who
Isn't
was actually
Andaria-
responsible?
Andaria. Oh,
Wasn't it the Queen?
Andaria and Dragano.
Wasn't
And
it?
she had to.
No, I think it was actually the Queen with the Archmage. They were bringing it in, or the Red Knight. I can't remember which one it was. And they brought everything in, and then Dragano was siphoning souls off as they were coming in. But it wasn't Dragano or Andar.
So I won't say who it is, but you do know in that time, and this was the world that we were playing on before the Ori Dungeon, where the energy and the light came from the other planet. But when it was present, Dragano was taking a lot of it and taking as much as he can. And this person, or the one who did it, was not Dragano, and they
No.
did it as a strategic move.
Yeah, wasn't it Bordeaux
Red Knight.
responsible for it?
No.
No. Bardo,
I thought it was the Red Knight.
No. Who was
But I mean-
Andaria getting now?
I mean, if you look back at the convergence, though, I mean, the convergence was made by the keeper and Andar to give a place for the Lightborn to do their thing, right? So I mean, that's also partially their fault as well for making that.
But no, I think that they took the situation and said, "All right, this is what's happening. Let's let's reconfigure it into a new world. Like get everybody together, right? Like the actual impetus for this was somebody from the other world, right? It happened there. It didn't happen on Andaria. Andaria was created after the convergence, or as a result of the convergence, right?
And Daria was in existence
Okay.
at the time of the convergence, and the light came over and then affected Andaria.
Yeah.
It empowered Andaria in many ways. Literally, the souls of all the inhabitants of one planet were shifted and empowered or came here. That's why you guys remember. You guys you sold your own. If you think of the stories,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's all why.
Right.
Remember also little tidbits of information. Remember that.
You talking about the souls from the old game?
Yes.
Whoa, that's wild.
Yeah. Remember you were reforming.
Before we
it-
went in, before we went into the orb, whatever we went into. What was
Yeah.
that?
Remember the quest where the Red Knight killed you guys?
No.
Remember it was like the first 2 or 3 days. It was over in like 2 sessions.
Oh,
I don't
man.
remember that.
Remember it
There
came in the
was-
sky. The red light came in the sky,
there
and then
was- yeah.
I don't remember that.
one guy was like death walking in the deserts. You remember all
No,
that?
I don't remember that.
It was that was before Ori Dutch. That was the precursor to the quest.
How embarrassing.
But remember that Alabaster, in his previous god form, was trying to save heroes during the
Right.
whole thing. So
Right.
it happened, and they were trying to like recover who they could, and then Dragano was trying to take who he could, and he got some people he shouldn't have. He got Thao in, and he stole the souls. So he just messed with
Right,
people's
right,
souls
right,
and just
right.
gave them a new existence. And said, "Notice you work for me, right?" And he's like, "Oh, okay." So, but yeah, one person was all the facts are there. But yeah, you can have fun figuring out if you care about it. If you don't care about it, then you just know the convergence happens. You know that the convergence destroyed their planet.
Oh, was it Hadheld?
What'd you say?
Was it Hadheld?
I'm not going to say. Hadheld did come over from Karen. Absolutely. So did Super Farmer. So did that one. So did everybody.
Cyrus.
Although Hadheld actually came across, he was part of the deal. He helped make the deal from Karen to Andaria.
Of course he did.
Yeah, that came up. Super Farmer was trapped in the threshold between, remember?
Bellamont. I feel like Bellamont's in the middle of all this.
Bellaman had nothing to do with it.
That's
I
an
can
arc.
It was all
Fan-
Bellamon's idea.
demanding all the chicken tendies and then.
Give me that chicken tendies.
Fine, have those souls. Give me more tendies.
It's just Cartman.
It's just.
Yeah, so the convergence, by the way, didn't happen like so long ago. It happened like it wasn't the beginning of Andaria.
Right.
It was like far into it.
Right. That's right.
So that's that. Yeah, their planet got destroyed, and then the whole race is without a soul, without light. And for a while, they traversed their terrain just like in a state of like chaos, and they just like those creatures. And some of them that weren't affected so much, some were, were in a spot perhaps that wasn't affected as much, and society grew back to something that was more spacefaring immediately because they needed to figure out a way to survive.
Was that the same? Was that like the being that we met inside Dragano's consciousness? Inside his ego?
No, it's a different race.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, Valdorans.
Valdorans, right. Okay.
That's a different species.
Are they aware of
They're
the
they're highly
Karenites?
intelligent and highly psionic.
Yeah. Are they aware of the Karenites?
Are they aware of them?
Yeah.
I have no need to answer that.
If they're psionic, if they're highly psionic, I would imagine that they are.
I would appreciate you stop breaking the Valdorans. We don't
Yeah.
we need that to come back.
Mention them more.
They were very scary.
A Valdorian army appeared.
That might be helpful.
So
right? I was thinking.
we talked about the Crystalborn now in these new bodies. We know that other Crystalborn are either at
Fighting
Karen
the
or with
dragons.
Everstar, in as crystals still or something else.
Right.
However you want to take that. So there are prisoners of war right now.
Yeah.
Whether that matters to you or not, the crystal that was in
But
space,
they're in like bundles, like crystal bundles.
We
if-
don't really know.
or they were put into bodies and just like them.
Right.
And I just tell you that they don't want to be around anyone that basically has a soul. They see it as attached to the evil. So
So how did they become like that on our ship then, on the station? How
That's
did they
different.
become-
That
I know.
that was
but
an
that's-
example of it happening again in just a different way.
Okay.
The soul is ripped out of the body. The soul
Right,
ripped out of the
gotcha.
body. Think of
Okay,
Lightfall. The
gotcha,
soul is ripped
yeah.
out of the body. It turns into something else,
Right.
and it's kind of like just the primal physical form.
That's an interesting concept because it's like if you have like the soul, right? It's like you're always working towards whatever that next step is. It's like, no, I need you to be with me here right now. You know what I mean? Like I'm living towards like an eternal, the
Right.
next step. It's like, no. I need you to live for where you are at this very
Well,
moment.
that's that in this world. That's what the vampires
Yeah.
are. The vampires shed their soul to empower their body, but they know that like I'm going to live forever
Yeah.
in this physical realm, so I'll live forever. I'll take my chances. But meanwhile, everyone else is like, no. I might move on. I will move on, and I'll be
Yeah.
connected to the world, as we've seen it in this afterlives before you played with us. Like they just live with the planet.
Yeah.
You know, or they move on to another existence. You guys know that the ideas of living multiple lives is in this story because
Yeah.
you saw your old souls. So you can live just like we talk about. You know, you can live one life now. Maybe it's in order because you want a linear existence, and you come back as the next person in like maybe 50 years later or whatever. But you are all living existence to existence, and your old characters learned that, and they knew that. Again, you not being them, that kind of may get lost with time, and that's one of those things that probably doesn't carry over. And then you're back to wondering, is there an afterlife? There is. We know that the hero said there were, and
Yeah.
it becomes lost into myth or faith and
Legend.
whatever you want to look at it. So, you know, last thing we'll end it with this topic: the temple, and who do we see at the end?
Altari.
So who's Altari? For those who don't know.
So we found Altari in Gnome Patrol, right? He powered I guess he was a technomancer. He was a sentient being in the crystal that powered a ship, and he befriended us.
Right. So he wasn't actually there. He was
Yeah.
technomancing in.
Yeah. Now that like that piece comes into play. Like I think we didn't know exactly what it was at that time. But yeah, and that makes like so I'm trying to remember where he ended up in that quest. We had the ship.
Nice ship.
Yeah, he was on.
Just go ahead, say it.
He's on the Dawn.
Yeah, he was
That's
on. He was
Crystal.
on the.
Moon.
So he traveled with
Liv Mora.
Liv Mora,
Oh,
Oni's
the
character.
So
Right,
remember, Liv
right,
Mora
right,
went to
right.
space
Yeah.
with the new
Yes.
technology,
Yeah.
and that was the first ship that kind of went into space, and they were for Andaria, and they were kind of
Right.
traveling around. That paved the way for Archie to make like a
Right,
something more for them and something more lifelong or whatever. But he was technomancing into the crystal,
makes a lot of
exploring, helping him out.
All right.
Is that who was communicating with us?
Say again.
Was that who was communicating with us on the station?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Was that who was communicating with us earlier? I think that's what you said.
Oh,
Yes.
I will. I can't answer that question.
Is that who said come and get him?
No, not that one.
No, that was
No, we
Hunter.
think that was the hunters, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the hunters, the one that
Well,
Dan had
what
talked
do you
to.
mean, who was
It kept going in and out. The first communications.
Yeah, when we were trying, when we first woke up, and there was somebody trying to talk to us.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Could be.
Interesting questions.
Hmm.
And what,
Okay, go back and watch and see if it was
if you watch, you might learn a little bit.
yeah.
Liana.
I thought you guys were gonna know right away. I was like the only possible time they're gonna know if I'm going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did anybody think that
Yeah.
I was doing Altari, or you just didn't think that? You just thought I was
No.
doing a thing.
I thought that you
I
were
did.
doing a thing.
Doing that thing again.
Yeah.
Here he is doing that thing again.
That's what he does. Tooted in sound.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Spiritual
Tune
tuning
it
in.
Like,
Tune in next week. So what? And what about where he is? What is this place that Altari is in? What did you guys just do? What is this? What's going on here?
some kind of moon. temple.
Sparky found this place because if it's like it's where the crystals were and it's like a power here, and so he was gravitated towards it. But the deeper he got, he was finding that there's something down here. He unearthed this temple, but he was overcome by Everstar and the hunters at that time, and they didn't go down and do anything else. They just kind of like,
They have no
took over
idea
there.
that Altari's down there. Is that what you're saying?
as far as you know, they
As
don't
far
know.
as we know. As far as Sparky knows too, possibly.
You have to ask him.
Okay.
So what do you think this place is? That's the question. What is this place?
Stabilizer.
I'm trying to figure out who it's a temple to. That's the
Daria.
question for me.
It's on your heart.
What's that?
It was in Daria's heart was the moon.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be something to tie in with Andaria herself, the original ancient?
Well, if he came
Could
with
have made
Lamora,
something on the moon, though. That's
yeah,
the
they could
question,
have landed
right?
on that.
Like,
On the moon, in the moon? I don't know. Right? I got. Is there anything that we saw this episode that should give us a hint that we're missing
About who? About the temple?
About the temple.
No.
All right.
Was there of the soul crystals? Was there like one of each color? was surrounding
Yes,
him.
and then an extra.
And then another soul crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Is it connected to the star path in any way?
100%. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Yeah, that was a big kick.
Okay.
I have two questions
Sure.
before you go. One, did they pick up my crystal? Is that why I've got a headache?
I don't think we put
And-
that part out.
No, and the other question I've got is it actually almost like a star path generator? So a way that they could create a star path using this temple?
Great questions. Okay, guys, thank you for hanging out with us today. I appreciate you guys. Some great questions here. Really appreciate it. You gave me a lot to think about.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It was now.
No, but good questions, though.
Scribbling down.
Guys, thank you very much. This was episode 9. It was Redemption Part 2. We'll be back next week with Redemption Part 3. Nope.
No.
We come back with episode 10. 10, 11, 12. 3 episodes left. Can
Oh
you
my
believe it? We're going into
God.
the season finale very soon.
No way.
This is a big story. It is not contained by one season. It is pretty wide. This is like the beginnings, the groundwork.
Only
groundwork.
if we survive.
Yes.
Oh my
Right.
God.
So thank you for watching, guys. We appreciate everybody chilling out with us today. And we'll see you next week on Audio Dungeon. We appreciate you. See you later.
Good
Thanks.
night.
Bye all.
Night.